I think no matter if that would happen, I think no matter what, it's gonna run into an issue of sudden drops because it's like any other ASIC aside from the ones participating would not work, right?
Right,
So
right.
so the network hash rate would drop significantly, and then for like a 2 week period, we're not gonna get any
Yeah, no competition,
for a while.
but it'd be
So-
better than permanent death.
Right, sure, it will be, but at the same time, it's like, would it matter as much if several ASIC retain it, or should we just like leave it to, software and just drop ASICs off for the time being, and then you have FPGAs, which is changeable, and then you have like, because the thing is, I don't want to be in this position of like, sort of like being a vanguard, because it attracts way too much attention towards, like China overall, like we have like fairly large security issues over there right now. And like, for example, like Enjing is not driving his own car anymore, and he is needed living in his own house, and he is needed using his own cell phone. And I'm not gonna go into details, but it's not like we're expecting something to happen, but it's better safe than sorry. And at the same time, it's if the core dev were to approach me to do something like this, I would gladly agree to it, of course. But I just don't think that's like, oh crap, we have no better solution.
You don't see that as a route.
Yeah, I don't think that's a wrap. I think that's like a bottom baseline fail safe maybe.
Thank you.
It is my understanding that in China you can get pretty much anything manufactured where everything is made, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why do you set up your own SMT line, your own, I understand you bought your own virtual oven or your own CNC machine, instead of just finding companies to make and build these Avalon for you?
Actually, this is why we have gotten so much industry attention to shipping out an ASIC and a product in Form 1. Usually that does not happen. And what ends up happening is that we skipped over a lot of the bureaucratic stuff and the corporate stuff. Like we're no longer like, we're going to people who either know other people or are friends with friends who have like, previous contact. So instead of like waiting for a normal job queue of something to do like 2 weeks to CNC some like, cases, we'll get it done in like 3 or 4 days. Because we either know people who know empty machines or we've gotten our own machines and we've gotten our own people. So like that's what things work in China. It's not about what skills you have, it's not about how much money you have, it's about who you know. If you don't know anyone, you can gain you know. And essentially that, like, we kind of bought what we need. It's not that we rather have, we rather be a fabulous, like IC company, to be honest, because there's less management, there's less problems. But at the same time, it's like when you're managing your own stuff, then you can't actually like trust your own dates. Because like the reason, I think Butterfly Labs and I went into a bunch of stuff is like what ends up happening is that we're order parts for the next few thousand, and the lead time from 4 to 6 weeks went to 8 to 12 weeks. And there's nothing you can do, when that happens, and you're just like, well, crap. And now we have to we have to wait a little. And that's really the thing. We try to minimize that as much as possible because once you get onto trusting third-party dates, you can have like a nightmare when it comes to IC.
Thank you. My second question for you is, people have tracked the blockchain that roughly 50,000 bitcoins have been spent to purchase Avalon chips, so about $5 million. Have you, how are you planning to, or how have you sold these bitcoins to pay TSMC to get them manufactured? Is there an exchange? How have you basically sold these bitcoins, $5 million of bitcoins, to pay TSMC to make the chips for you? This is a huge amount of money.
Essentially, we keep most of our money in Bitcoins unless we need fiat, and then we convert it and pay whatever bills we need to pay. And that's about it. Like when they issue us a bill, like essentially like people give us a chip order, we call TSMC, we're like, okay, let's get our order in, and then they're like, okay, and then we pay it.
It just seems to be an amount of money that is such that it's, today you cannot any individual say billions of dollars, and people's mangas have limits that are pretty low. I don't know if you
I can tell you that, like, not all trades happen on exchanges, right? Like,
okay, so you find,
no, I mean,
you're saying you find private sellers.
Yeah, I do whatever I can. But it's not that like I need $5 million by tomorrow. That's not how it works. If I had to do that, then I'd probably be screwed. But that's the thing. Bitcoin is still growing, liquidity is still very low, and do find various. Okay, cool. I think that's about it. Let's get to the next step.